semi-final and the final this evening. And can anyone stop Michael van Gerwen, who has won all 4 of the first European Tour events of this calendar year? I'm Mike Lawrence. Rod Harrington will be joining us again in commentary throughout the day, but alongside me for this first match of the afternoon, we say a very good afternoon to Dan Dawson.
Yeah, good afternoon. And if you had a heavy night last night, Steve Beaton's walk-on will blow away some of the cobwebs. Strutting on stage, what a man. So cool, so suave. Makes John Travolta look like Rick Moranis.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. First leg, Steve to throw first. Game on!
And it's the bronzed Adonis who has the advantage of throwing first in this one as the former Lakeside World Champion takes on the former World Youth Champion,
60.
Michael Smith. Can't say enough good things about Michael Smith. I think this lad has got an absolutely huge future. Could do anything he wants in this game. But it's fair to say, on the European Tour this year, he has not really hit the heights. He did win one of these tournaments last year, of course, but this year it's been average from him.
As Steve Beaton bangs in a 1080, I did wonder whether he might switch. It looked to be hanging by a thread, that second dart, but superb stuff from the Adonis. And yes, Michael Smith did rather stutter over the line, really, against Johnny Clayton in his second round match yesterday. He was 4-2 up. Johnny pegged it back to 4-all. And Johnny actually bust 5 3 times, which would have made it all square at 5-all before Michael Smith ended up, as he bangs in his first 1080. Well, what a cracking start to the afternoon. Yes, it was a rather scrappy double 2 that Michael Smith eventually hit to get over the line. But here he is in the last 16.
He misses the big number there.
84. Steve, you require
And Beaton looking for a 13-darter to hold throw and go 1-0 up, and there it is. Well, these two have absolutely launched themselves at the opening third-round match here at the International Darts Open. 13-darter, and Smith was on one himself.
100.
Yeah, he only averaged 85 against Johnny Clayton. Very, very nearly taken to a deciding leg where we know anything can happen.
96.
But he's given himself a chance. Today, you've got to win 4 games to be the champion. Michael Smith knows what it takes. He's done it before. Beat MVG in the final in Leipzig last year when he won the European Tour event there. Steve Beaton's won one of these as well. Got to go back a couple of years. He was the German Darts Masters winner.
100.
The top 16 seeds came in yesterday at the second round stage of the competition, and all bar 4 of them made it safely through to this afternoon's third round matches. As Michael Smith, he really is on it this afternoon. It was a little bit scrappy, as I said, at times, his opening match against Johnny Clayton yesterday, but really does look fired up this afternoon in front of this 2,500 crowd at the Saxon Arena.
41.
Right, it's a bogey number for Beaton, so Michael Smith will return. Yeah, he played 10 legs against Johnny Clayton. He didn't hit a single 180, and bearing in mind his scoring power, normally that raised an eyebrow or two as Beaton sets it up nicely, but he's already hit 2 in the first 2 legs of this one. So if Michael Smith is on his game today, anything could happen. But he's going to have to hit his doubles.
Steve, you require 40.
For a 2-0 lead and an early break of throw here. Steve Beaton.
Steve Beaton.
No messing.
To throw first. Game on.
And it's been played at a nice pace as well, which will suit both these players this match.
Yeah, you won't get any mucking about, no kidology or mind games
60.
or professionalism from these two. They'll just get to the hockey, chuck their darts and get them out as quickly as possible. Steve Beaton's best
97.
has been reserved for the European Tour events, really. Made the final in Gibraltar last year as well. He only came unstuck against James Wade in that final.
44.
Seeded number 14 here by virtue of that run to the final. And here comes Michael Smith again, coming downstairs and once again just pulling a dart of the treble 19 into the treble 7. No real damage done as he looks to break back, but here comes Beaton with his second maximum. Both these guys averaging over the 100 in the early stages of this one. We have seen some sparkling performances this weekend already. Dave Chisnell and Peter Wright spring to mind, but Michael van Gerwen was pretty impressive, albeit he was pushed all the way by Willie O'Connor. And look at that scoring power for Michael Smith. It's the missed doubles that have dragged his overall average down. That means that Beaton Well, he's looking at 117 for a 3-0 lead. Is that a wasted 180 from Michael Smith? He's hit one in every single leg so far.
117.
Needs the treble 19. Doesn't get it, so Michael Smith.
57.
He's had 4 darts at double, he's missed them all.
Michael, you require 30.
Yes, you're on telly, love.
That ton 80 came at the right time for Michael Smith to set up that double 18. Only 1 dart needed. And straight back.
13 darter, 14 darter, 13 darter in this one.
125.
The standard is very, very good in the opening game of the afternoon. As you said, it's all third round action, last 16 action for this afternoon, ahead of the quarter-final, semi-final and final in tonight's evening session. And it's all as per the draw bracket. There you go. 109 overall average for Michael Smith, scoring very well.
Yeah, so the winner of this match will play the winner of the next game up between Ralby John Rodriguez and Terry Jenkins. And that will make up the first quarter-final of the evening. Steve Beaton had little trouble seeing off Mark Barilli yesterday, a 6-1 win, and finishing off with a ton 80 and an 11 darter in the last leg to seal that victory.
57.
Just the 57 from Michael Smith opens the door. Can Beaton walk through it?
100.
Be disappointed not to have left tops after that visit.
128.
So starting the 18s for Michael Smith. Treble 20 now. Doesn't get it.
39. Steve, you require 80.
Tops for 3-1. Can't hit it.
Michael, you require 89.
That would have been for another break of throw. Double 5.
79. Steve, you require 20.
Just pulled that last dart.
Michael, you require 10.
Now it's Beaton's turn to miss some doubles and leave the door open for Michael Smith, who levels up the match.
Steve to throw first. Game on.
2 apiece here.
Yeah, instead of throwing at 3-1 up, Beaton finds himself pegged back at 2-all.
93.
Best of 11 legs, first one to 6, remember, right the way through this competition, including the final tonight. The format doesn't change at all.
We saw Michael Smith go out at this stage in the last European Tour event a couple of weeks ago in Venray. Lost to the youngster Josh Payne, 6-4. He averaged over 100 in that match, Michael Smith. He was scoring 180s all over the place. I think he finished with 7, but he could not hit a double. Now, at the moment, he's hit 3 180s in 4 legs. He's hit 2 out of 7.
56.
He will probably need to improve on those finishing statistics. Or hope that Steve Beaton misses a string of doubles as well.
100.
Down to a finish then, Beaton, but Michael Smith putting some pressure on it with his 4th ton 80 of the match.
Double 12. And there it is, Steve Beaton.
Steve Beaton. 6th leg, Michael to throw first.
Ton plus checkout. 3-2, he leads.
99.
And I think it's fair to say Steve Beaton, a true legend of the game.
100.
Been around the world's elite for a good 25 years plus now. Having won the Lakeside World title in the mid-90s. But he's still pulling out enough results, particularly on these floor tournaments,
97.
to keep himself among the seeds on the Pro Tour.
It's 22 years since he won the World Masters, as Michael Smith looks to fill it up again. Has to settle for a 140. Yeah, it'll be 20 years next year since he won the Lakeside. Yeah, he's still here, winning games on the big
59.
stage. Michael Smith just got his nose in front in this leg, and 180 would leave. I was going to say it would leave double 18, which he did do a couple of legs ago, but that's a decent enough setup shot.
Michael, you require.
So 91 for Michael Smith. He can go the ball route, or he might go treble 17. No, he's gone for the ball, so that guarantees himself a dart at the bullseye. Now, he's just moving over. Can he hit it?
53.
He can't.
Steve, you require 145.
It's the big ask for Beaton, yes, and it won't happen now. So Michael Smith will be back for 38.
60.
Whether he goes 6 double 16 or
38.
straight at the 19s. Looks like he's going straight for it.
Game shot at 6 leg. Michael Smith, 7 leg. Steve to throw first.
Well, he's got to get a break somewhere, Michael Smith. There you see. Barely anything in it at all.
Yeah, cracking start for the first match of the afternoon.
We've seen a lot of games this weekend go 6-5. A lot.
Yesterday, yeah, particularly in the afternoon session.
We could have another one on our hands here.
100.
Couple of trebles from Michael Smith. Applies some pressure, though. Yeah, Roby John Rodriguez and Terry Jenkins up next. Winner of that one faces the winner of this one. Ian White versus Robert Thornton after that, as Michael Smith puts in a 5th 180 in 7 legs.
And that was a fantastic side-on view
57.
from our camera.
Michael, you
Of
require
all three
94.
in the red bit.
Yeah, he went the bullseye route last time. He went it again this time. But he didn't hit the 25, so doesn't get a shot. Steve Beaton back on 150. Treble 20 to start with, I would think. Yeah, it's not going to go now, so needs to find one treble. And does so. So Michael Smith, I think this will be treble 8 for double top. Well, no, he went the 16s route. And now he wants tops.
24. Steve, you require 50.
For a hold of throw then. Double 16 for Beaton.
Ooh.
Well, he wants another one of those.
34. Michael, you require 40.
Another chance to break then, but he needs to hit the double top, and he does hit the double top.
Michael Smith. 8 leg, Michael to throw first.
For that break of throw that he needed.
And goes into the lead for the first time in the match, Michael Smith.
123.
Well, I said Michael Smith didn't hit a single 180 in his match with Johnny Clayton yesterday. If he's been saving them all up for today,
123.
he'll be a dangerous man to beat, the number 3 seed. Or a difficult man to beat, I should say.
81.
Ian White versus Robert Thornton and Peter Wright versus Stephen Bunting is the other quarter in this half of the draw.
99.
The other half of the draw, Brendan Dolan versus Dave Chisnell, Darryl Gurney against Kim Huybrechts. Max Hopp, the young German, into the last day of action here in East Germany.
120.
Well, it would have been a 180, had that dart not fallen out. And a little matter of Michael Van Gerwen and Benito van der Pas squaring off in the final match of the afternoon session, the world number 1 Van Gerwen.
Yes, I saw Darryl Gurney in the hotel reception this morning, and he was trying to rearrange his flights. He was meant to be flying home this afternoon, but having dispatched of Simon Whitlock last night, he lived to fight another day here, and so he's
99.
trying to fly home tomorrow morning back to Ireland.
He's going to get a dart, Michael Smith. At double top.
100.
But Steve Beaton's on exactly the same finish. If he can take it out, he gets the break back, and all of a sudden, the tables have turned again. Oh.
82.
It's so rare you see a slack dart like that from Steve Beaton, but as it is, to go to within one leg of victory then, double 10 for Michael Smith.
Michael Smith, nine leg Steve to throw first.
And now you'd make Michael Smith
85.
a clear favourite to progress to the quarter-final tonight. That'll be the first quarter-final on stage against either Rabbi John Rodriguez or Terry Jenkins.
177.
Well, it's as good as a 180, that. And it puts Michael Smith in the driving seat in this leg if he can follow it up. 5 180s and that 177 from Michael Smith.
100.
There you see. Out of 96 plus scores, that's where you've hit one treble from Beaton.
60.
But Michael Smith turned those into much, much bigger ones, the 180s and the 171. That's why his first 9 average is significantly higher than Beaton. That's why he's had a few more darts at double. And that's why he leads 5-3. He's got himself down. And what a way to win it. It's on. It's still on.
139.
One match dart goes missing, but Steve Beaton, 160. Oh, can he?
Oh. 120. Michael, you require 20.
Well, both players going close to the big outshots, but it's Michael Smith wanting double 10 for the match, hitting double 10 for the match, and the number 3 seed makes it through.